It's your boy Wizzy Tees. I'm back in again another video. Yeah, let's get into it. So, what was that? Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna speak about everything about the previous job experience, just so that I don't lose context, and also I just give you the entire feedback about it, so that I don't lose myself according to the way I get caught up in little, I get caught up in the little moments in which I might have slipped or forgotten, right? Yeah, so that. Yeah, so like I said, it was the boy one and boy two. Boy one was fresh, I was fresh. We kicked that. Boy two also was in there, was fresh. We also kicked it, but we could probably do much more deeper things together. And then I was Barur was I think it was one of like these taxi drivers, you feel me? So at the time I didn't notice it, but like we also were like we could like we kicked it with each other a bit. Like the bro would mostly show me around the places and all that, since he thinks that I'm not from like here originally. He thinks maybe like I was like from another province and then I came here maybe to study or look for a job or just to or like accommodation, like the type of thing. So hence why I think like there was some sort of a thing like he wanted to help me just to know the places, especially. So roughly I'd say maybe somewhere around here. Let me say maybe uh, the closest Kasi around here to Pretoria and all that. Yeah, so we will just keep going back and forth between those two routes. Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, so as you show me around the country and all that, like there's some places in which I know, and there's some places in which I don't know. So even way before back when, like it was like this type of situation, like where they don't know that I already know the place, but I was playing dumb at the time just to see like how much they knew, in which I could also learn from them. So like I was giving them like that sort of platform, just like to tell me like this is here, this is there, so that like we can just go about the day, so that it doesn't become boring, like just tell them like I know everything. I just think that like I'm a know-it-all and everything like that. So yeah, one of the type of thing. Anyway, that's the taxi driver which I like that kick it with once upon a time and all that. And it was also some sort of a special for the crew people in which that left and went back to the places. Yeah. So in any way, so altogether there, I think there were like three managers. Manager one, the bro that gave me, that got me inside the workspace, and also God bless him with his aunt, and I'm very grateful for this bro. Manager two, and manager two, and then after manager three, I'm still not too from. Wait, yeah. No, it was four. Yeah, nah, it was four. So the bro that got me the job, manager one, then there was manager two, and then there was manager three, which was a lady, and then there was manager four after the lady. So I left at the fourth one. That's when like I had to get no alcohol and then try my best luck somewhere else. So yeah. So anyway, when manager one was there, I think those were the times that were like still fresh and still like learning the space, mingling with the brews, because it was like I was like experiencing like that sense of freedom for the first time. Even though I would say like at home base, well, I didn't have home base at the time, not yet, because I was still, around family, in which I didn't want to be around family. I wanted to be independent for myself. But like, rent was way too much. Rent, way too much. And it's not like I was getting enough in order to be able to put myself in a period that I can say like I was stable, for that entire period and everything. So I had to make dues where I make dues. So quite for sure. Yeah. Anyway, so like I'm thinking about that. So boy one, me and him like we chill. That was like innocent type of friendship. Like it's Bruce healthy. Boy two, I'm saying like that's when like things got a little healthy. And then he's the bro in which I can do things with. Like me and him, like if he tells me to pull up somewhere, I'll be there like immediately, and then like we'll chop up whatever we're doing together, and then like it will be like a vibe. I mean, now that I look back at it, like yeah, we had pretty much differences too much, and like we didn't know each other like that. I mean, you know how guys are, bro. Like you just chill and jig, without even knowing each other and tell each other your problems about even knowing him like that, and then like the guy will even be able to relate with you. So yeah. And then there was boy three and boy four. Now boy three and boy four was more like a type of just work, like was just at the workplace. Boy three, I think he lived somewhere in between that side and probably I'm not too sure. Maybe if he hasn't found a better place here right now, I'm not too sure. I know boy four, he was somewhere around my area. Like he was not next door, but like he was within the area in which I like live in. So yeah, but I just didn't know exactly where also, cause like we would like uh, talking like that was like just that type of like we see each other at work. Same with boy three, yeah. So with boy one and two, it was pretty okay. It's pretty okay, So yeah, I was sure. And good memories, and I even like I think I even have the number of boy one. I mean, like that's how tight it is. Even though like we didn't further like the friendship as much, but like he's still a brother to me. You feel me? And like I know like even if I do go to him right now, if like he hasn't changed or like he's living where he's at right now, because like things do change. Not like people stay the same forever. So yeah, uh, I'm pretty sure even if we were to like run each other on the street on a random passing day, or say maybe on a random Wednesday or Tuesday, I don't know, like we'll still be able to connect and like we don't talk. You feel me? Even though maybe we're in different stages of our lives and everything, but like it's just that like yeah, the bro like that's how close like we is and all that shit. Yeah, okay. So working that dog was like I don't want to say that's a factories, but like yeah, I did like say that it was a bit heavy working there. But once you start getting the momentum of the job, it starts becoming easy. But now you need to pace yourself to like how long you want to be there, not work yourself or find yourself working there for like a long period of time. Otherwise, you're gonna reach a point where you're gonna burn yourself out because I wouldn't say that job is sustainable for like your body to work for so long. I don't know how the guys that have been working there for so long have been doing it. I have no idea. Maybe because like they have kids and they have responsibilities. That much I can say for sure. Because if you say like maybe a younger bro who doesn't have as much as responsibilities, and the only thing you need to worry about is like feeding yourself, clothing yourself, and uh, trying to find a better one or a better job to get a better pay. I wouldn't say like it's different from the ones that have always like who've been there, who probably even got promoted over time or even got a bigger salary. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, aside from the constant yelling and people feeling some type of way about you, just the small icks and icks there, It's pretty okay. Good moments or bad moments. There were like moments in which like you were tested upon, and then people play psychological games to see whether like you trust yourself, or people just trying to tweak with you, like see what's up with your mind, and you wonder, like, why is this nigga asking me these type of questions? It's this all coming from as a matter of fact, you know. But like, yeah, but like the entire workspace for real, like, I think like it was a stepping stone in my path, you know. I understood like how things operated, and I understand like some form of my journey in order to like elevate me to a better position, you know. And also like how to be among people, like it's a stepping stone as it were. And for the most part for me, it was the learning aspect of it. I mean, yeah, I had a couple of fallouts with the friends I made. Well, like I said, you shouldn't be friends with people that you work with at all. You should just be professional all the way. But it taught me like a lesson, be like it wasn't like a blessing, it was a lesson basically. So some things I suppose you learn the hard way before you start getting a grasp on them, you know. So and I say I learned them a lot, but I think for me sometimes it took more than once in order to learn them. And you know, like there's this thing whereby God, He makes you like He'll irritate you the situation or the friction between you and an individual that to the point whereby like you understand that like you and her or you and him are not good for each other. So like you should just dissolve the friendship. Even it goes for even the relationship. Like, I mean, if you see someone not really for you, I mean, the best thing to do is just to let them loosen them go, literally. So yeah, I'd say those were like etched lifelong lessons in which learned them the hard way, couldn't be helped, and some you can just see from a mile away and you can just overtake them before like they become a thing. Like you can see them from a mile away before they happen, in which you can overtake them. Yeah, true. Uh, yeah, and that's when manager one came. Other supervisors were there. Manager one with the supervisors, pretty chilled, but got along with them, dog. Yo, but like, hey, dog, I think we should get into the prospects of McDonald's for real, dog. Like the pacing on the day on like when you're on the shift and then you're gonna get out of the shift. So, dog, hey, so like when you're working there, but like McDonald's, man, like it's crazy, dog. You should be like ready at all times. Like you should be ready to take it up gear, and you should be ready to like take it down a notch. That's how crazy that place is, no? I'm not gonna lie, because there's a period like in between like a day, like, I can tell you like starting from like 6 a.m. That's when I think people start waking up around the area, right? So now they're coming for breakfast. I think that's usually where breakfast starts. So from 6 to around 10, which is gonna be like what, like a couple like 4 hours if I'm not mistaken, right? No, I think that's up until 9. Because usually like from the start of breakfast that's from 6 to 10, which is like 5 hours. Yeah, no, it's 5 hours. So from that entire period, those people are gonna come slowly. And then there's a switch in which you're gonna always need to be on your guard, whether like you're gonna need to be able to and like shift your momentum quickly in order to keep up with the pace. Obviously, the much older experienced guys will like pump you up in order to tell you like this is like where like you need to change and like they'll initiate it like we need to go faster, you know, because like obviously you can see like the orders are piling up and the screen is becoming way too packed and like they can't even park any more spaces and all that stuff. So the customers that buy these franchises, but I don't think like they understand like how like the people there how hard they work, man. They only see like hey people not bringing their food and all that now, man. Man, people that they work for real, man. Like they work for real there, but like yo, nah, but like they work, man. So like when people are be waiting for like they should just like just wait and be patient. The food is coming, though. Food is coming. And then you also find them assholes type of what you call these assholes type of customers where like they be pulling up there and they be talking about be like, hey, what's that? They be pulling up and they be saying like smoky ass about comments, man. Like it's not a dry. Like I felt like I ordered like my food. I mean, what? Nah, I can't even say I don't. What am I saying? What is it? It's not a freaking stop through. It's a drive through. Why you guys been so slow? Just because the brew, like he called and he knows that he paid for his food. I think there's a couple of times that went on. I wanted to throw some of the customers with like food in their faces, but like just pain, taking tough things, like throw it in their faces, but the way there was so much assholes there, but at the same time, when customers too, those who understood, because at the workload there just crazy, right? But anyway, like I was explaining, bro, from 6 to 10, right? That's breakfast, and then obviously from 11, that's lunch. 11 to 2, that's lunch, and then from 2 all the way to go from 11 a.m. again, that's the evening. So from that entire period, you obviously need to be like on your guard, like you need to be ready, especially if you're gonna start, like your position is gonna be at the kitchen and it's not gonna be at the front, but also at the front, because it doesn't matter wherever you work. And then not to mention Mr. Delivery and the Ubers too, those who come collect the orders in which yeah, man, you see that one, and that one, I don't want to be near that space. Like, yeah, that space was crazy, man. Because when the people come at you, and they will come at you, the people order fast food like crazy, dog. And the loud, and the things that the order is ridiculous, but you find someone comes there, orders like 3 share boxes, my boy, and then same time he says he mixes it with like 8, like what's this? Oreo McFlurries. And he wants them all like dipped in sauces that time. That time, if people buy there, bro. People buy. Buy the Ubers and the deliveries. Now they buy, boy. Bruh, and that order, like, you find like maybe like the rider came right there and there. The rider just came right there and there. And then, like, but he's ready for the delivery, imagine. And that's the order we need to cook. So, like, when it is like, it's crazy like that. Like, one side cannot operate. There also needs to be a side too. And it's like, now everything needs to be full operational because, like, you go run. At the same time, the drive-through comes like at the back or where the edge starts of the freaking shop itself. You see them cars, they come and they want to buy. But I'm telling you, even like the end of the month is even crazy. Or even those like who even get like their salaries mid-month, bruh. Gang, it's like gang people like this, though. It's crazy. Nah, man, it's gang crazy people like that, though.